Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Grandmaster Shaymin and today I have yet another Shaymin vlog. It's been a little while since the last one, and in the last one I told you guys that this channel was not dying, but kind of on a downward swing. And that remains true, unfortunately. But I thought I'd at least give you guys a Shaman vlog and tell you about my plans for the channel going forward. Um, well, let's just start with what a Shaman vlog usually is and talking about me for a moment. Um, so over the last couple of weeks, I found out that I'm going to move into the student dorms where I used to be when these videos started way back when a couple years ago. I started making this channel and I started making vlogs. Um, I've come a long way since then. You guys could definitely go check out some of my first shaman vlogs. Uh, but I didn't really have much of an option other than to go back to the student dorms, which presents itself some good things and some bad things. Some good things, I'm going to be, right on campus. It'll be really nice, and then I'll only have to take a 20-minute bus ride to work when I have to go to work every day. Of course, for this channel, it's not necessarily a good thing because doing stuff like this is going to be very difficult with other roommates in the place. I mean, even if I close my door, me talking in general could potentially annoy other roommates that I would have. So making videos is going to be somewhat difficult unless I do it during the day, which I mean makes sense. But during the day, I will be either at work or at school almost the entirety of the time. Um, I will have Sundays off, but with studying and stuff, it's going to be very difficult to put out videos consistently. And I don't want this channel to die, obviously. I do plan on continuing this channel once school is over, once the summer is here, over winter break. I don't want people to leave just because at this exact moment in time, I'm not going to be able to release videos consistently. I have been releasing my Fatal 12 series videos, and I released all of my Soul Silver RPG log up until this point, and I do want to kind of make more, but it again is kind of difficult to do that given the current situation. So on Saturday, I'm moving out into the dorms permanently, at least for the foreseeable future. And with that in school, it's going to be incredibly difficult to find time to put out videos, and especially again, I won't be able to really do it at night because people are going to be sleeping in rooms directly next to mine, and it's going to be, I don't want to wake them up and stuff like that to put out videos and record stuff. So, and on top of that, I will have schoolwork to do as well. It's just it's a little difficult at this very moment in time. But again, once summer vacation and winter vacation are here, I do want to do stuff with that as well as, eventually, come about 2 years down the line, and I finish school and I get to where I need to be, I shouldn't have, this problem. Then I can put out videos relatively consistently outside of well my job that I will have. Um, this isn't exactly a big channel, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, I can put out videos constantly and just be a full-time creator. That'd be cool, but not too many people would not want to watch my stuff for me to do that kind of stuff full time. But that's kind of what's been going on. It's been kind of a struggle too because, I've been so caught up with the whole moving thing and everything along those lines that it's just so incredibly difficult to not only put out videos while I'm still here, but also just to get the motivation to do just about anything because I'm just so stressed out over this whole thing. Um, it's a lot that I have to deal with at this point, but hopefully if you haven't, played Fatal 12, that you find my videos at least somewhat interesting, um, as well. And I will kind of put out the series that I did on the sibling experiment uh, visual novel that came out a few months ago. That was free, that I recorded, but I still haven't put out yet. It's just been, again, kind of a struggle to even remember to do things. It's just been a wild last couple weeks, but now that I figured out where I'm gonna go, um, you know, I- it doesn't take all the pressure off. Obviously, I'm very worried about going to a new workplace. It's gonna be very different, even though it's, I'm just transferring. It's the same company, but it's very different from the place that I'm currently at, and going to a new school, I don't know who they're gonna room me with. Um, I'm less than a week out, what, like 4 days away from me moving in, and I have no idea where I'm going to be roomed, who I'm going to be roomed with. I still don't have it on my thing to say that I have to pay to to live there yet, even though I know I was late, but normally people have to pay their first payment by the 1st of August, and I mean, I didn't even know I was going to be moving out at the 1st of August. But so it's just kind of a stressful experience to say the least. But as for the channel, I do want to try and get stuff done. On Thursday, actually, what's really cool is that there is an event going on in Fate Grand Order. I missed the last one, and I do apologize for that. I was going to do it, but with work and studying and all this other stuff that I had to do on my plate, I just wasn't able to find the time to sit here and stream the Fate Grand Order summer event, which I regret gratefully because it was such a good event, and I definitely kind of wanted to share it with the people that watched, because I know that there was a lot of people that watched my Fate Grand Order Singularity 6, the Camelot Singularity playthrough, and I know that it might be a kind of popular bet to do the summer one, especially because everybody's in cute swimsuits. But I was too busy, and I just decided I was just going to finish it on my own. So that brings us to the next event. Now, the next event comes in on Thursday, which means that on Thursday I should be able to live stream the entire event. I have enough golden apples and silver apples to where I feel like I can do the entire event if it'll let me. If not, then obviously I'll cut it off short. That's totally fine. It's an event, so it probably won't take nearly as long as, Singularity 7, which was freaking 17 hours, which I'm still upset that it cut me off at 12. Um, Obviously, from now on, I know that I can't go past 12 hours. I'm probably going to cut it off at 10 and then redo the stream just so that I can, keep that. I don't want people to miss out on it. So many people, miss out on so much of the singularity because of that. But I'm really excited for this one because it's Fate Kaliud Prisma Ilia, which I love the Fate Kaliud series quite a bit. It's a lot different than the rest of the Fate franchise, but it's I think the card, just seeing them being able to access the card's power and stuff is really really cool. Um, and I'm really interested. Not to mention, in the event you actually get Kuro for free. Once you complete the series and she joins your team for real, that'll be super super cool. I'm a big fan of Kuro, um, but obviously, if you guys haven't seen the Fate Kaliud series, you definitely should. Not to mention the fact that you guys should watch the movie, which was fantastic. The movie was fantastic. Seeing Miyu's brother, the other Shiro, and his adventure on how he got to where he is, accessing other, like, the Fate series is a little difficult to understand, but I tell you what, it is worth it. I understand it just fine, but I know a lot of people are really confused on a lot of points about the show, especially with all of the alternate dimensions that exist. Um, Hence why, if you guys have seen, Fate Stay Night, why, one of the many servants actually comes from the future in an alternate reality, um, which is super cool. So if you guys are interested in the Fate Grand Order event, then I'm gonna try and play through the entire thing on Thursday. Um, I do have some more servants than the last time, so I'm probably going to show that off before, just because I feel pretty proud of myself. Because if you guys know me, then you guys know that Mordred is my second favorite Fate franchise character, and I happen to have gotten the summer event version of Mordred, which I'm pretty pumped about. I'm not really going to be able to use it because she's still level 40 or so. Not really high enough to really take part in many battles, but so on Thursday I kind of plan on doing that, trying to live stream that event, which hopefully will be good. I have that new thing that allows me to put the comments up on my screen, so that way I'll actually be able to see them, because in the last event I couldn't see any of the comments, which was a terrible idea. So I'm going to try and do that, but my biggest issue is that I'm not really going to be able to do stuff like this after I move on Saturday. I can try, but like the next one, I'm super pumped about the Gilgamesh arc that comes up in the next Singularity. I don't really know what to expect. I'm really excited that it's getting an anime series, which should be awesome. But the English event, I'm not sure when it comes out, but I do want to live stream that one as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in one sitting like I did the last one, because last one's 17 hours. 17 hours is a long time to sit here and do it, but I have a Sunday off, so if I have enough golden apples and silver apples to play through the whole game like I did the last arc, I might try and live stream that one as well. Just because, if you guys know me, I'm a huge sucker for the Fate franchise, especially Fate Grand Order. I think the storylines are quite good. They've just gotten better and better as the series goes on. At first, it was kind of like okay, wasn't that big of a deal. Like the Fuyuki one wasn't that great, and then as it moves on, and then the last arc was absolutely amazing. I know that I don't have the last 6 hours of my or 5 hours of my playthrough on there because YouTube decided that it couldn't handle um, a 17-hour video. But you guys should totally either go play it yourself or at the very least watch the first 12 hours. I'm disappointed that it took the first 12 and not the last 12 because the ending was so good. If you guys just missed the beginning, then it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But it took the first 12, which was super shitty. Especially because like when I went on there, it showed the last 4 hours until it was completely done uh, getting the video all set up. So I'm also gonna try and get some more visual novels on occasion. Um, what I could do is I could save the visual novels for winter break here in 3 months and do it that way. It's just a little rough because like if there was one that came out tomorrow or something that was super good and I waited until Christmas to do it, it just wouldn't have the same effect. I do kind of want to do my shiny giveaway like I did this past winter. It's still hard to believe that was only 8 months ago that I started doing the shiny giveaways. I do want to finish that at some point, which I might just do an entire year later, which is super shitty of me, I know. But there's also like Thanksgiving, um, which I'll have off of school. I don't, I won't have Thanksgiving off, but I might have the day before and the day after off. So potentially, it depends again if I work as well, because if they have me work at like 3 p.m. or something to close, then I still won't work very well. But um, I do want you guys to know that I haven't forgot about you and that I'm doing everything that I can. I'll at the very least release these Shaymin vlogs every once in a while. I don't think it'll be every week, but maybe every 2 weeks or 3 weeks I'll probably put out a Shaymin vlog and let you guys know what I'm up to and what I plan on doing as well. It's just difficult to balance everything, you know. I'm trying to learn Japanese, and speaking of trying to learn Japanese, I started replaying Pokemon Ultra Sun, but the game is entirely in Japanese. And I'm looking up all the kanji that I don't know, and it took me 13 hours, 13 hours to get past that cutscene after the second How battle. I have just made it to the Pokemon Trainer School. I haven't actually even gone to the cutscene at the Pokemon Trainer School yet. And I tell you what, these are my notes. These are, you can see the kanji right here. This is what they mean and this is how they're said. And the list the list goes the list goes on and on and on and on and on. It's insane. There's so much. So much. 13 total hours that I put into that game. I grant you, I probably only was reading for about 10 of them. 3 of them I was actually kind of running around just killing Pokemon trying to find a shiny. Not gonna lie. I was like, reading is so freaking hard, man. It's taking so long. So then I decided I was just like, all right, I'm gonna throw on some YouTube videos. I'm gonna go run around in the grass for a little while and try and find shinies just to give myself a little bit of a break. Because 10, and I just started this on Sunday, so you guys know it's 13 total hours I played this game in the last 2 days, and I've only made it to the Pokemon Trainer School. I'm standing right outside the Trainer School right before I talked to Lily going in. That's how long it took me to get there. It's wild. It is actually wild. Oh man. It is quite difficult. It makes my brain like melt into putty, but I do get something out of it, you know, and not to mention the more that I do this, the more that I get used to it in conversation. I can pick up on not only words but sentence structure and stuff. It actually works out pretty well. Um, all things considered, it just does take a lot of time. A lot of time. But all things considered, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Um, you know, I just, man, my hair is so freaking tangled. It is wild. Look at this. Look at this. Anyway, I don't know. It's been a crazy time. It's been a crazy last couple of weeks, and you know, I want to do everything that I can to get stuff out, to continue doing stuff like I have been doing. I haven't really found very many visual novels that look decent enough to play. Well, playing a really bad visual novel isn't going to be a bad thing. I mean, I'm going to show you guys Sibling Experiment. I'm going to release an episode of that, and you guys can see me play a bad visual novel because, I mean, it's kind of just ridiculous. Not to mention, it's kind of an otame game, which is interesting. You know, I don't know, I'm not much of a guy person in general. Guys are just ridiculous. So, But we'll see how that goes. There are like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 different endings. Technically, there's 4 different endings for one person. No, 3 different endings for one person, and like 5 or 6 different endings for the other person. And I'm doing the other person. I'm doing the one with like 6 different endings. So it should be interesting. I think. I might not be. I don't know. But we'll see. Um, Other than that, I mean, there really isn't a whole hell of a lot else to say. I'm trying to keep my YouTube channel alive and well. Um, I kind of wanted to do like a live stream of me um, watching wrestling, but I don't know how well that would go over. Again, I wouldn't be able to actually use the footage, so you just got kind of hear the announcers in the background. Um, I tend to be a little bit over exaggerative when I watch wrestling, a little bit. But my only other issue is that I'm not really gonna watch anything other than NXT. Because I watched SummerSlam the other day and I was really, 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 really let down by how bad it was. So there just really isn't a whole hell of a lot else for me to do other than I mean, NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4 was amazing. It was terrific. Um, you know, that Ricochet Adam Cole match was absolutely wild. Um, Not to mention, not the tag team match. The tag team match was really impressive as well. It's kind of weird when the match that was least best on the card was the Johnny Gargano match. Um, you know that it's just a wild pay-per-view if that's the case. Um, but it was great, and then SummerSlam let me down. So it's just kind of like I don't know really what to go with on that because NXT's once every like few months, and then I don't even know if I'm gonna watch Hell in a Cell. I mean, I might, but with school and everything, I do have Sundays off, which means I can, but I just don't know if I want to. What I could do is I could go in afterwards and just watch like the tiny itsy bitsy pieces and like skip half the matches because honestly, I regret not doing that for SummerSlam. I could have literally just watched the Seth Rollins match and then skipped through pretty much the rest of the show and been fine. I mean, the Miz Daniel Bryan match wasn't terrible. The ending was kind of meh, but I mean, I like the Miz, so I'll take it. Um, but other than that, it was really just absolute garbage. Like they made Ronda Rousey look like she was invincible, which is pretty cool. I don't know what that says about anyone else on the roster, considering Alexa Bliss has dominated, most of the roster, and then she just immediately gets obliterated by Ronda Rousey. I mean, I don't think anyone should be able to beat Ronda Rousey forever. I guess. Not to mention the fact that it just doesn't make any sense that it doesn't make any sense that um, Roman Reigns won, but that's besides the point. Well, thank you all for watching this episode. Make sure you click that thumbs up button down below for me and let me know in the comment section your thoughts, what you guys, think about the channel and about me. I really do appreciate the support. I know a lot of people have really liked these Shaymin vlogs, which I really do appreciate. I mean, it's just kind of me talking, but, I'm glad that you guys uh, care enough about it to watch my videos. I will be releasing both of those episodes here momentarily after this video goes up, both the Fatal 12 and the Sibling Experiment as well. And make sure you guys stay subscribed because while my videos will be inconsistent, I will be releasing them. Don't you worry. I will be releasing videos. I do want to keep this channel, and I think it's really cool to interact with you guys. I just need some time to get things settled, and I need to to actually be in a good consistent space. I don't need to be kicked out after 3 months or have to move 3 times in the last 5 months. By the way, 3 times in the last 5 months. It's just been way too crazy for me. Um, I do want to get into this seriously at some point. Um, even if it's just as a hobby, I do want to do this at some point. Um, again, even if it's not consistent and it's just kind of a hobby and it's not really that big of a deal, I do think that this will be good. Honestly, I think I might do a sleep block tonight just because I'm kind of bored. And I have the next few days off before I move. So I might just sit here and play a game or two after I put my videos up, of course. Um, I'm not sure what I'll play yet, but stay tuned for that. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed or and notified when my videos go up if you guys are at all interested, because even though it's inconsistent, I feel like, if you guys are still here, you're 79 of you, even though you guys aren't consistent. I mean, I appreciate it anyway. So we'll see you all next time.